Yo, what up, y'all? This is Kev Brown.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? This is Kaimbr, also known as Al Green.
And this is your boy Early Reed, right in the house.
Repping Low Budget one time up in Funkadelic Studios, holding it down. Kaimbr is the MC, and I'm the producer, and yeah. I mean, it really just started. I mean, we was boys anyway. People was just cool, part of the crew, and you know, just friends mutually anyway, and you know, it just came from that originally, and you know, it just came from like kicking it and being like, yo, your name Al Green, we should just do some sample Al Green joints and just, you know, ha.
Yeah, that's exactly how it is. Like, we was always boys, and we did music together, but like, it wasn't like we
did classics together. Let's not get it.
I mean, we did changes, like the Gamble remix, but I mean, as far as, you know,
let's
going
not
all the way in.
Let's not cut ourselves short.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Classics, son. It's a little different chopping style than the usual stuff. I guess Token, Kev Brown, whatever stuff that you're used to, which is a good thing, because you know, people done kind of bit that, or what, you know, it's kind of a style that people kind of know from me already or whatever. So I just, you know, just started chopping up records just a different way, and it's just kind of a throwback to like some RZA type stuff, like Wu-Tang. Because people say Donuts, Donuts, but Dilla was on some whole other stuff with it. I still don't understand how he did some of that stuff, but the RZA stuff was the basic inspiration for, you know, when I hear Al Green stuff, I think of RZA for some reason, like just automatically, just the way that, you know, because he sampled mad Willie Mitchell type catalog stuff, so that's where it comes from. It's a style of like, just basically you using that record, like you're not, like usually I get drum, I get a kick from here, I get a snare from here, I get a hi-hat from here, you know, you get sounds from different sources, and like you piece them all together to make one sequence or a couple sequences of a beat or whatever. But with this, for the most part with this project, I just tried to use whatever the sample had available at the time, like whatever's in it, chop up the record, like we was talking about, like we used to do with Early Reed with the pause mixes. It's kind of like, it sounded like a pause mix, because you're taking a piece from up here, you're taking a piece from the end of the song, you're taking whatever, and you're just making it go the way you want to go, but you're not adding drums on top of it, or, you know, whatever. It's just a different way of chopping stuff up. Most of the time, people are sampling classics and don't even know that what they sampling is a classic, because it probably was a hit back in 1951 or something. But it was cracking, but you know, it's some old dusty record to you, but it was a big song that meant to somebody. So meant something to somebody back then. So I look at it like you can't disrespect the music. Like if you chopping up something, you can't make it whack. You know what I mean? If it's a classic already, you can't disrespect.
You know, working with Brown, the one thing he tries to do is, you know, as an artist, he tries to keep you to stay true, and not necessarily true to the music, but true to yourself and what you want to write, you know. So going into that, you know, I'm rhyming over Kev Brown beats. People don't understand, like, this is like Pete Rock to me. This, you know, he's my brother, my friend, but you know, when he press play on that MPC, it's not a game, you know, you gotta come with heat. So, you know, I took my time and wrote and just really dug deep in the heart and made sure, you know, what I was coming with was repping the crew and some good hip hop for y'all.
As the album progressed, it pretty much turned into like a crew album, pretty much.
Like a spur of the moment.
Yeah, you know, you do a joint, and you know, every time I do a project, I try to get as many of the crew as possible on the project.
And so that energy was right there, so you know, everything just came together. That whole wave of energy, everybody just came up and
yeah, it wasn't that. Early Reed give you the magical reason, but like it was a lot of work to get like 10 dudes on one song. You know, it was hard work.
So we just hit up everybody like, yeah.
It got to the point where I sent cats an email like, look, either you send the verse now, or the song is, you know, I'm mixing the song.
Right.
Like, so whoever didn't get their verse in, didn't get on that joint.
Yeah.
But we tried to get just about everybody on that joint.
I think that's always been kind of my writing style, to kind of like put something out there for the listener and see if they can catch it, you know, see if they hear and catch it. Hook was one of those joints. Was, you know, I wrote about Peter Pan. I was hanging out with my kids. I love the movie Hook. but I try to bring it to a modern day reference to, you know, the things that go on around the world, and the Lost Boys being, you know, the good side that, you know, tries to get you to, you know, bring your real self out versus being a pirate where, you know, everybody knows pirates, you out for one thing, you know. And some of us are pirates and some of us are, you know, the Lost Boys.
It was crazy too that at the time he was writing that, we was doing that song, like the real pirates was out getting it popping.
Yeah.
Somalia.
Yeah, Somalian joints, and there was a couple pirates like getting it popping, like it was crazy at the time. But you know, it was a type of separate thing. But I remember we was hanging out with Graf one time. He was like,
Oh yeah, he broke the sign.
He wasn't even thinking about Peter Pan. He was like, yo, word up, the pirates, word up.
Yeah, we made it through the first verse with Graf in the car, and he stopped the record and he was like breaking down. So I think we maybe talked for about 30 minutes before we even got to the second verse. The hook.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Early Reed.
Man, stop.
the real mayor of DC,
Good, y'all. What's good? What's up? What's happening?
Early How.
What's up?
Reed. That's my man though, Early Reed, man.
From way back.
Yeah, man, this was like,
know what, like-
we was a rap group. We was basically, it was
Yeah,
early,
right.
it was KB and Earl G back in the day.
Back in the day, we
And,
was on the tapes.
He was making the pause beats off the pause beat tapes. Like
Yeah.
Early Reed was showing, you know, that was the first person I ever seen like, you know, was doing the beat stuff back then. And that was super primitive back then. Like, off the 2 tape decks. But
And
just from
one
that,
turntable and a mixer and
Right.
just records and just listen. I had a mixer hooked up to the TV,
Yeah.
the VCR, the keyboard, whatever you name it, everything was hooked up. So trust me, I know a thing or two. This cat right here used to keep me on my toes, for real.
I try to stay really humble in everything I do. So, you know, when you do turn your mic on and you go in, that's the time you get to be confident. To me, the time that you get to express and show people how good you are. So for a first time listener, I say, you know, I try everything twice. You know, listen to an album today, listen to it tomorrow, you'll hear it totally different. So listen to my album. If you really like it, appreciate it, you know, give it another listen. I think you might love it. If you hate it when you listen to it, by the 4th time you're gonna love it. Like, you know, that's just me being confident in, you know, the work that we put in over these couple of years to make sure we brought y'all this hotness. A lot of nights writing rhymes.
classic.
Classics,
son.
Yeah,
man. You
so-
already know we gonna cry.
You know, big fans, look for more. Just keep giving the album a spin. I'm telling you, every time you listen to it, it's different. I go all over the map with this album, you know, from deep emotionally to, you know, hard hood stuff that, you know, I used to live. So you get all around the spectrum on this album. So, you know, give it a whirl a few times, I'm telling you. It'll catch up.
Classic.
It's
Classic.
So yeah, late April, the Alexander Green Project, redefinitionrecords.com, wonkabeats.com. Look for it right there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Redef, Low Budget, Kaimbr Kev Brown, Alexander Green Project, Early Reed in the house.
Hold your L's up.
Low Budget, we out.